What time zone. So tonight I thought it'd be a great time to talk about a topic that we might all be dealing with right now. And that topic is stress and how to deal with healthy ways to handle that stress. And I don't know about you, but the holiday times can be very stressful. We've got stress when it comes to um, you know, the holiday itself. Did we get presents for everybody? Are you hosting dinner? Who's coming, who's not coming? Are you taking vacation time? If you're taking vacation time, are you worried about who's covering for you or what you're going to walk into whenever your vacation is up? So, and there's a lot of stress around the holidays, even more so than usual. And these days, these times are not it's all unprecedented times, right? So anyway, I just figured I'd hop on here tonight and go over a few things that I do, that I've gotten into the habit of practicing, to try to help deal with that stress. So first of all, it's important to remember that your overall health and happiness is going to be directly impacted by your levels of stress, right? If you have stress wreaks havoc on your body, and that's a big statement. So if you want to try to reduce that stress, to take that off of your body, stress can increase your risk for illness. It depletes your immune system. It can also distract you from being able to focus and truly enjoy life and all the little things that go on a daily basis, right? So I'm going to go over the 5 things that I do. I do them, almost all of them, on a daily basis. The last one I kind of need to work on a little bit, but for the most part, these 5 things are what I use to de-stress, okay? First of all, add an area of your house, making one area of your house your joyful area, right? So like your little Zen den, as my wife would say. So, whether that be, if you have a spare bedroom, if you have a nook, if you have, maybe it's your bedroom that you sleep in, find one or more things that bring you joy and comfort, and make sure you add it to your day and take the time to enjoy it. Just bear with me 1 second. Sorry about that. Had to shut the door so the dogs wouldn't be so loud. Maybe it's as simple as you add a candle. I wish I had a candle here. Maybe you add a seasonal candle to your area, right? Maybe you make a cup of coffee. The smell of the coffee might bring you joy. Looking out the window while you read a book, listening to some music in your little spot. I know that recently here we have made our dining room table / living room table. It's out like in a nook in the house. We've made that we call it table time. So I sit there and I do things. Usually it's planning out things like this. That brings me joy, right? And then my wife, she'll work on her plants. She's gotten into terrariums and things like that. So we spend a couple hours every night together at that table, because the together time for us is a stress relief, not stress induced, right? So, but anyway, take one area of your house, your home, and make that your area of joy. Second thing, practice gratitude and abundance. I know you guys have probably seen me post about this before, but I know every morning I will get up and I will sit at the table. I get up, just so we'll go through a little bit about my routine, right? So I get up at 4 a.m., okay? I don't have to get up until probably 5:30, but I get up at 4 so that I can start the routine and give myself some time in the morning, because I'm not a very happy, pleasant morning person. So I have my cup of coffee in my little happy spot, and I grab a journal, right? Grab a journal, and I sit down and I do gratitude, listing out 3 things that I'm grateful for every day, okay? Allow yourself to feel grateful. Embrace change. I posted something about that, I think it was either today or yesterday, that change isn't necessarily the enemy, right? Like, change can be stressful, yes, but if we embrace it, it allows us to grow, okay? So think big. So when you're doing your gratitude, I'd like you to think big. Even taking the little thing and how that makes a big impact. Okay, stay positive if you can to your best ability. I'm not talking like being toxically positive, because we're all allowed to feel our feelings. But I mean, looking at things in such a way to know that just because somebody cut you off, in traffic doesn't mean that the world's going to end, right? So shrug it off, believe that everything's going to be okay, and move on. Also believe that there is plenty to go around. The practice of abundance. So most of you guys know that I'm in network marketing, right? But there are many other companies out there that are competitors of mine, right? I don't wish them, any harm. I want everybody to succeed. I want everybody to succeed. It doesn't matter what company you're in. It doesn't matter if you're on my team or not. I want everybody to succeed. Okay, and that is practicing abundance, because there's enough for the world to go around. Everybody can be successful, right? Research has shown that those who practice gratitude and positivity have better physical health, happiness, and optimism, right? It kind of goes hand in hand. If you start to see the things that you are grateful for, you start to see things a little bit differently in life, and that, the pessimism kind of goes out the window and the optimism is there. So another thing to go along with the gratitude journal is positive affirmations. So not only do I do the 3 things I'm grateful for, but then I also write down things that I want to affirm to be true, because affirmations will help rewire your brain, right? So just like exercise feeds our body, affirmations feeds our mind. Couple affirmations to try this holiday season, right? Because stress, right? Say, today I'm excited and full of joy. When you get up in the morning, you do your gratitudes and you say to yourself, today I'm excited and full of joy. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. The more you repeat these things, your brain will start to see that, hey, this is truth, and you start to actually live these things. Say, I am blessed with so many talents that I will use today, okay? Truth be told, I was not always comfortable standing in front of this camera talking to you guys live. But I have knowledge that I want to share with you, and I am blessed with the talent of being able to share that knowledge with you, okay? I am blessed with so many talents that I will use today. I feel that if I don't stand here and tell you what I know, that's not making good use of my knowledge, okay? Another affirmation. My body is healthy, my mind is strong, and my soul is content. Okay? The only way to get your body healthy, get your mind strong, and get your soul content is to believe these things, right? Yes, you're going to have to put forth the physical work to make your body healthy. And sorry about that. I think I kind of glitched out there for a second on Facebook. So, of course, you're going to have to put forth the physical exercise to be healthy and strong, right? But that also means, eating properly. And if you tell yourself that my body is healthy, you can help do the things that will make your body healthy. And of course, there's illnesses and there's diseases and there's things like that we can't necessarily control. But in our mind, if we say my body is healthy, we help our body fight those things, okay? My mind is strong. Again, stress can be, it can be a big trigger for a lot of people, and myself included. And you have to just have that strong mindset that you can get through this. Sometimes if you gotta take a step back, breathe a little bit, and tell yourself one step at a time. So 1 minute at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, right? And then my soul is content. And the only way to have your soul be at content is to truly believe that it's content. All right. So again, recapping positive affirmations, just like exercise feeds the body, our mind is fed by positive affirmations, okay? And again, I'm not saying that everything has to be all rainbows and unicorns, but if you start to look for the good in things, and instead of saying, why is this happening to me, say, what is this trying to teach me? Because it's not denying the situation. It's not denying that it's a stressful situation, but it's, in other words, you're trying to see what it's trying to teach you, right? Most definitely it's going to be patience when it comes to stress, right? Trying to teach you to be patient. So that's positive affirmations. Get up and move, right? So we've gone over adding joy to the area of your home and spending time in that area, practicing gratitude and abundance, practicing positive affirmations. Now there's the get up and move part, which, I've talked about that before, that if we get up and we move, it's going to help our body. So whether it's a walk or a jog around the block, whether it's yoga or maybe it's even dancing around your living room, moving your body will lower your cortisol levels and increase your serotonin. All right, so the result would be decreased anxiety and depression and increased happiness. So again, the physical will impact the emotional. So get up, move, jog, walk, dance in your living room, dance in your living room naked if that's what makes you happy, as long as you don't offend anybody else. It's up to you, your prerogative. But doing these physical things will reduce your cortisol, increase your serotonin, and make you happier. Okay, so that helps counteract the stress. And finally, the last one is getting enough sleep, which this is the one that I struggle with. I should probably be getting closer to 8 hours of sleep. I probably get 5, maybe 6 on a good day. But a study at UC Berkeley found that the type of sleep most apt to calm and reset our anxious brain is the deep sleep. So that's why people say try to get 8 hours of sleep, because if you're not getting the 8 hours of sleep, you're not getting the deep sleep that you need. So recap. 5 simple ways to deal with stress anytime, not just at the holidays, but anytime. Adding joy to the area of your home that you like to spend time in. So if you're sitting there and you're journaling or you're reading a book, drinking your cup of coffee, add joy to that area. Add your, the scented candle that you like, or sip on a cup of coffee if you like the smell of the coffee and the taste of the coffee. Practice gratitude and abundance. Feel grateful, think big, and the abundance part of that is there's enough for everybody. Positive affirmations. Again, today I'm excited and full of joy. That's one that I like to try to repeat to myself when I first wake up, because I'm usually not very full of joy when I first wake up. So get up and move, right? Get the body moving. Let's let the body auto produce things that'll help you deal with those stressful situations. And then at the end of the day, get enough sleep. All right. So do me a favor. If you're watching this live, why don't you put in the comments what you're going to practice today? Why don't you put in the comments which one of these things you're going to try today, if not all of them. If you're watching this on replay, do the same thing. Hashtag replay and tell me what it is that you're going to do of these 5 things. I highly suggest all 5, especially if you're really stressed out this time of year. I just want to get to know you guys and what you are doing to handle the stress of the season. All right. Have a good evening, everybody, and try not to be so stressed out.